Hi Ajay, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay, when you're making a film like Satyagraha, Ajay, do you think such films with a solid subject really impact society, or people treat this just as entertainment?
I really don't know if it'll impact the society, and the intention was not exactly to impact the society.
Yeah.
The intention is entertainment eventually. And I think Prakasha has found this great balance between telling a good story, which is gripping, which is like a Ganga Jal or a Napara and things like this, which grips the audience, they get connected. And in between the lines, he says something which is very nice also. So very few directors can do that.
Right.
And our first job is to entertain people.
Yeah.
So if in that entertainment quotient we can say something nice, I think it's better.
Yeah. But whenever you think of this this movie, Satyagraha especially, you know, people are saying, but how, are drawing comparisons to Anna Hazare. How far is that true?
That's absolutely not true.
Really?
I think people think because it's Satyagraha and the last kind of Satyagraha was done by Anna Hazare, so people are connecting to that. But why do we forget Egypt and Brazil and first Gandhiji? So they all went through this. Satyagraha means to protest, and to protest without violence. So that is what Satyagraha is. It is just the backdrop of the film, which comes a section of the film, not the film.
So there were news like how Anna Hazare's team is closely watching the film. There's nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that, really.
They can watch the film because we have no reference of anybody, and we have picked up no characters which resemble to anybody also.
You know, everyone says that politics today really needs young blood, the young breed to come forward. At the same time, the young breed is very dissuaded by the scenario, you know. So what do you say about that?
Because they think politics is bad.
Yeah, they're disillusioned by it.
Yeah, they are, and they would be because what you're watching on television and what you're seeing is happening. But the fact is that can only change when a few educated young people decide to go in and clean the stuff.
Right.
You know, you can't sit outside and just say, okay, this should change. They have to
make the change, is what you say.
They have to make the change. And for that, everybody does not need to get in.
Right.
There are only a few who need to be supported, right people who need to be supported. They can go and make the change. So this film is more talking about the youth.
Right.
A youth who wants to progress, who wants a great future. And if the future of the country is not bright, how is your future going to be good?
Exactly.
So, and how to channelize the anger which is justified in the youth.
As in against the system, right? Yeah.
Against the system. You see, 20 years back, you would not see a revolution, or you wouldn't see kids coming out with candles, or in the Nirbhaya case.
Protest marches.
Yeah, protest marches, withstanding the water and water cannons and things like this. It never used to happen. Today's youth is doing that because today's youth gets angry. And we have justified in this film also that why this is happening and why the government needs to fear, because today's youth has got opportunities. It's working.
Yeah.
It's somebody who's done computers well or things like this, and their parents who are not well off to do, you know, and they've always done government services, so they didn't. Who do they protest against?
Exactly.
Today you have opportunities. An 18-year-old boy is working in a BPO and working for earning 40,000 rupees, paying taxes, and then feels that I am like a client. If I wasn't working well, I would be kicked out. So I am paying you as taxes. Why aren't you performing?
Right, exactly.
So that's where they come out, and that is how it is changing. And it's the combination of the media and...
In fact, I was just going to ask you, do you think the media has a very strong role to play
Exactly,
in this?
exactly. I mean,
to give a platform to
because something just happens somewhere, and it's connected so well that it spreads all over. And so it's a combination of the media and today's youth, which is making the change. And when the media shows there are 1,000 people who've already reached there, you know, the other 1,000 watch that and, you know, get this thing that we also want to go and join it. So all that is happening, and the caption of the film also, that the revolution has begun, is not in our film. It has begun. Actually,
I mean, in reality.
In reality, because you see the change, you see that change, you see those silent marches and those candle marches and things like this. So the people are coming out. Otherwise, they don't need to. They would not be bothered.
Ajay, do you have political ambitions yourself? Have you ever thought of that?
No, I think I am not cut for it, but
Really?
which is not a very great thing to say also, because like I made a statement earlier that you have to get into it
Right,
if you want to change.
No, but you're someone with very strong opinions.
But that does not mean that everybody needs to do that. People who think that they can do it should not shy away from it.
Right, right. You know, we are talking about movements just now. Is there any kind of movement or revolution you would like to bring about in the industry? Revolution might seem like a strong word, you know, but I mean, like, you know, some kind of strong change, a reform in the way Bollywood.
You know, I do sometimes do things, and I only do things which I believe in. I mean, I've lived my life on my terms and conditions. May be dance weddings or whatever I have never done. Now that everybody's suffering from this theatre problems, which I was the first one to stand and go to court.
Absolutely.
And now I turn around and I laugh at them, actually.
I told you all.
Yeah, I told you all that this is going to be a problem, and now you all will not united suffer. So, but I'm still in court.
Right. Also, in the industry, we largely see that, you know, do you really see this, you know, freedom of speech, you know, freedom to do what you want to do creatively? That is something which really the industry suffers from, because anything an actor says or does, or any role you essay, you know, everyone comes up against arms, whether it's a political party or a social activist. What do you think about that?
See, everybody tries to take advantage. An ex-person who will stand against a film who you've never heard of in your life,
and just a day before release,
suddenly becomes a celebrity. After, you know, trying to do what he does and trying to stop the film.
Right.
Because it's printed all over that so-and-so dull or so-and-so whatever person has done this. Yeah. So it's only a way to get famous.
Ajay, talking about working with Mr. Bachchan, you have worked with him in the past. But every time, is it the same or is it different? Do you still feel that aura of, you know, that here is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan
that
working
aura
with?
Is off, obviously, and of course there. He's somebody who's completely prepared on set, but will still want to do 100 rehearsals. And everybody knows that he's performing superb. He knows what he's doing, but he will go on and on and on and on. That is his dedication, which we lack.
So what was your first shot with Amitabh Bachchan like many years ago when you started out?
I really don't remember.
Yeah. But was it like a feeling of nervousness? Because everybody feels nervous
but that he's great at. You know, he makes you feel very comfortable. The first thing he does is he knows that his aura is very powerful, and he tries to make everybody so comfortable.
So he goes out of his way to make you feel comfortable.
Yes, he does that, and he does that very well.
You know, Ajay, I want to talk about your choice of roles. You know, you've proved the way you are as an actor. You're a great actor, and you know you've got accolades for that. At the same time, you would do a movie like Himmatwala with as much gusto as you would do this one. Tell us about that. How do you really choose that? You know, you have a complete massy entertainer, and then you have a film like Satyagraha.
I think that's
do you really balance it, or deliberately, or such roles come to you?
I deliberately want to balance it, and I try to balance it. And I've been wanting to do a film like Satyagraha since a long time, but didn't find the right script. So when I heard Satyagraha, I was like, yeah, this is the film which is commercial, which will connect with the audience and still says something nice.
Yeah.
So I always like to balance it. I want to do a comedy, then an action, a drama, a film like this, and then go back to doing my comedy. So that if one gives me satisfaction, I am not repeating myself, and I feel that I'm doing something new every time I do.
You know, there's something I've been talking to about most actors' interview is about promoting a film. It's almost as big as a film. And some actors say that, you know, we rather shoot another film in the time that we, you know, spend in promoting a film.
No, I would say that you might as well shoot a film in 25 days and promote for 75 days.
Yeah. So don't you think sometimes movies go way too much as over promotion? It's like just in your face, you're on every channel, on every paper.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you think it's adequate? Or do you think you really need to promote a film so much?
You need to promote your film because the audience memory is very short-lived these days.
Yeah.
There are too many
There's so many movies that come every Friday. Yeah.
Not even movies, other things to do also. So I really believe that the audience decides after the first promo that they want to see the film. They're very smart. All you need to do is go out and keep reminding them that this film is coming.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing. And when you keep pushing it, it's like psychologically you're playing on the audience's mind that, okay, this is the biggest film ever because look, everybody's talking about it and it's all over the media and blah, 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 blah. So it plays on their psyche and then they go and watch it.
What we were just talking about earlier about release dates, you've been seeing that trend a lot lately where there's a clutter of big movie releases.
Yeah, because there are a lot of movies and very few release dates.
Isn't it easier when big actors, like, you know, the top 5, there aren't that many top, you know, actors. If top actors sit together and discuss the movie release dates, isn't that a better way of doing it than actually going like...
As I told you, there's no unity. There's no unity in our industry, and that's the biggest problem.
But
that's
it's business, it's everyone's money at stake, right? Doesn't it worth a shot?
Yeah, so that, because it's business and because everybody's money is at stake, they want the best for themselves.
Right.
So what is going to be the settlement? I don't understand.
But eventually it eats in, so it comes to the same thing. I mean, if we really calculate, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, but everybody who's making a film needs to release a film, and everybody's looking for a holiday.
Yeah.
How many
holidays are there?
Yeah, well, because period plays a very big part of in a release.
The date you release a film is a very big deal.
It is. It makes 40% difference.
Wow. Yeah. We also heard about something about your next year some film of yours is clashing with Akshay's film.
I read about that.
Yeah,
also.
Is that true?
I don't know. We had thought of this thing, but I wouldn't want to clash with anybody. I mean, Akshay is a friend. Whatever, whoever's ready, we'll sit and we'll just sort it out.
And Singham 2 is starting up soon.
Yes. After I finish Prabhu Deva's film, I start Singham 2.
You know, talking about Singham, I must ask about, have you seen Rohit Shetty's last film? It's like making
I haven't
crores
seen
and
any
crores.
film. I haven't seen any film since the past...
Aren't you proud that a film is done so well?
Of course I am. I am very happy for Rohit, and I'm very proud of him. And it's very good for the industry, in fact, also.
You know, there was talk that Kareena will be joining you in Singham 2. Is that true?
We're still working on the script right now, and let's see when everything gets finalized. Then we'll...
You know, your next release is Satyagraha. I want to ask you this question. Do you think a Satyagraha kind of movement will really happen in India? You just said it's happening. How far do you see that actually happening?
It's happening gradually, and such things take time.
Take a while.
Yeah, take a while, and if you expect it to happen in just 1 or 2 years or overnight, it's not going to happen.
But how much do you think, you as a celebrity or stars in general, can contribute to this change?
See, I think
it makes difference. Ajay Devgn
I think when it is really required, you should step in. But if you can avoid it and show your anger or emotion or whatever through social media or through whatever channel you want, it would be better, because sometimes when you join the moment directly, the intention of the moment is killed. People divert to the celebrity more than to why they are there. So that
the celeb sometimes takes away from the cause, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah. So the cause is lost. So I think you have to really take that call that you need to be there, or you need to be there indirectly.
It was superb talking to you, Ajay. Thanks so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much.